If your Zapier workflow keeps running into errors and you want to make sure those errors don't trigger extra actions or unwanted steps, this video is for you. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to fix Zapier error handling by leaving the error path completely blank so your Zap can safely do nothing when an action fails. This is a simple but very useful setup if you want your automation to stay clean, avoid duplicate work, and prevent unnecessary steps from running when something goes wrong. If this video helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more quick year tutorials. Alright, let's jump in. First, open your Zap in the Zapier editor. Once you're inside the editor, look for the action step that frequently errors. This is the step where you want to control what happens if something fails. Now hover just below that action step, and you should see the option to add an error side or error path. Click that option to create the error handling branch. This gives Zapier a separate place to route the workflow when the action hits an issue. Now here's the important part. Do not add any actions inside this new error handler path. Leave it completely blank. That means no filters, no emails, no extra tasks, and no cleanup steps. By leaving it empty, you're essentially telling Zapier to do nothing when that error happens. This is useful when you want the automation to stop quietly instead of trying to force another action. It can also help keep your workflows simpler and easier to manage. After you've confirmed that the error path is blank, go ahead and publish your Zap. Publishing saves the change and activates the updated error handling behavior. Once it's live, Zapier will use that empty error path whenever the step errors, and your workflow will handle it without running any extra actions. That's really all there is to it. You opened the Zap, added the error side below the problem step, left the error handler empty, and published the Zap. It's a quick fix, but it can make a big difference in how your automation behaves. If this tutorial helped, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more Zapier tips, automation walkthroughs, and simple workflow fixes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.